Hello everyone, I want to discuss today about Bitkub and which coins to buy. Is it still worth it to trade? Look, when prices goes down, that's when you want to be buying. So prices are going down and people don't want to buy because they're scared that they're going to go down more. But then the prices go up and people get excited and they start to buy. So why are you into this, into cryptocurrencies? Is it because you're trying to get rich quick or trying to get lucky? Taking a gamble? Are you just content with making some money? Or do you want to hold it long term? You got to really answer those questions in order to be able to understand what strategy you want to do. Now, for me, you see, I've gone into, you've got home at the bottom and then markets. I'm going to click on market and it's showing all the coins on Bitkub. The ones with stars are ones that I'm interested in, that I'm playing with. And you notice I use the word playing. All right, I scroll down further, and here we've got new coins that have been added. At the bottom, SGB, then the next one, BOBA, then ENS, and DYDX. So they're not currently trading yet. If I click on DYDX, it says it's currently unavailable, which means it's coming soon. This video is really intended just to, for those of you who you don't really know much about this sphere of cryptocurrencies, and that I would include myself in that. But so it is a bit of a gamble. Hopefully you pick more winners than losers. And if the price goes down, you're not forced to sell. You can just hold it or buy more. By buying more, you're then dollar cost averaging. So, for example, if you bought $100 worth of a coin and it went down by 50%, and now it's standing you at $50, and you buy another $50, then it's averaging you 75, right? You don't have to sell it if it crashes from 100 to 50, because then if it goes back up to 75, how do you feel about having sold it at 50? So you've really got to have a strategy. You've got to understand what you're looking for from this and stick to your strategy. Don't keep swapping and changing and getting nervous according to the day or week. But this is how to reduce your risk. Let's look at any of these coins. So OneCoin. Okay, I've clicked on that. It's showing the current price is $19.29. This is showing my open orders. So I've got some buy orders and I've got some sell orders for one. I've explained how to do this in a previous video. I don't really want to get into that right now. I'm happy to answer your comments. What I'm trying to show you is how you can learn a little bit about the coins and reduce your risk when investing. So at the very top, you see the battery, I've got 96%, and then there's like a clock, which if I click on that, it shows the history of my transaction. So I've clicked on that. It's showing my open orders, and then I click on history, and now I can see my purchases and some of my sells. All right, go back where it says trade history. I press the arrow to go back. And now the square with three kind of bars in it next to the clock, I'm going to click on that. And that's showing the chart. This is very useful. So this is 15 minutes if you're looking at the smaller time frame. Each one of these bars represents 15 minutes of time and the price action from the top to the bottom. If I click on the 15 minutes and then I go to 1 day, it's useful for me. I can kind of zoom out a little bit also, and it's useful to try and find some price action. So we can see here you can more or less draw a line from the top of the bars. You draw a horizontal line going down, and then one at the bottom going downwards from top to bottom at the bottom of each of the bars, and that's what we'd call a channel. And you can kind of see that the price action is trading within a channel going down. Right now, it bounced off of $18. And if we move further back in time, we can see that there's quite a bit of action back in June through to August in this kind of price range where it's kind of hovering between $14.50 and $20. So there's a significant support at $14.50. So I'm confident to put some buy orders there. And then if it breaks out after the $20, it looks like it's going up to 30. Again, in the 30, you've got the 26, what we're looking at here now, 26 to around about $31. There was some price action there, another channel left to right, and then it broke out and found higher highs. So by trying to study the price action, you can try and determine where there is what we call support and resistance. Resistance is, for example, a ceiling. So if you're jumping up and down, you keep banging your head on the ceiling. But when you fall back down, you're landing on the floor. Okay, so the floor is your support. If you break through the ceiling, now that ceiling becomes your support in theory. Well, this is also interesting because to find out about what these coins are, you need to have another app. Or you can go to the domain name. But I'll click out of here. And you see top row, second in, it says CoinGecko next to Bitkub. I'm going to click on there. And it's open currently on Engine. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to, so highlighted at the top, you see it says cryptocurrency, and then in green it says categories. So I'm in the category of metaverse, but I'm going to click now on cryptocurrency. And then there's a search icon on the top right hand. I'm going to click on the search, and I'm going to type in the coin, WAN. And it's given me at the top WAN chain. And it's currently number 446. So it's marked in the market cap position. It's the 446th most valuable coin. I'm going to click on WAN chain, and now it's going to give me some details. It's showing me the current price, 56 cents more or less, and under the price chart, you've got, it says 1H, which means 1 hour, 24 hours, 7D is 7 days. If I click on 7 days, it's showing me the price action in the past 7 days, and 1 month, and then obviously 3 months and a year. And what's interesting, just underneath that, it's showing me highlights. So 24 hours, 7 days, 14 days, and it's showing me the percentage of value increase or decrease. If we scroll down some more, it's showing some historical data, and it's showing that the all-time high was nearly $10 in 2018. And right now, it's 94% under its all-time high. So imagine if you bought on the 4th of May and you never sold it, how you'd be feeling right now. But the all-time low is 600, so we're currently 600%, 645% above its all-time low, which was March in 2020. So that would have been nice to have bought it then. Now back at the top in price chart is in green. Then we've got exchanges. If I click on exchanges, it should show somewhere down here Bitkub, so I can scroll down just to be sure. And there it is, Bitkub. And it's showing that on Bitkub it's trading at 58 cents. Then we've got the next, which is portfolio. This is something a bit different. I'm not going to get into now, but information, that's what I'm trying to get you to. So information. Now you can read about WAN chain, okay? And you can learn a little bit about what it's trying to do. You can see there's a lot of information on here. And if I go back towards the top, we've got Facebook, Twitter, Telegram. I'm not going to click on it, but if you click on Telegram, it'll take you to their Telegram page. Now, you need to understand if it's a fake account. If it's a fake account, you know, because the market cap of the coin might be very, very small, but the followers on its Telegram might be like 90,000 or 120,000. It doesn't make any sense. So usually that might mean that you need to look into it a little bit more. Go search it on YouTube and DuckDuckGo or something. So yeah, this is really how you can identify which of the coins on Bitkub you might be interested to invest in. I'm going back to the Bitkub. And going back to market at the bottom, it says trade. I'm going to click on market. We've got all the coins. I'm going to click on the star on the top right, make it into yellow. Okay, now it's showing me just the coins that I've highlighted that I like. Now, in most of these cases, I've read up about them. And in most of these cases, I'm just taking a gamble. Okay, and I'm taking a gamble based on the price action. So I've read about the coins and I feel like, okay, they make some sense to me. They might have some usefulness and might have some longevity and might succeed. And then I look at the price action. So if I click on Mana, let's click on Mana and let's look at the price action. Remember, it's the box in the top right corner, the box with the 3 lines. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to click on the 15M and I'm going to select 1 day. So Mana is a relatively new coin to Bitkub. If we go back in time, we can then see when it was first listed. And that was in... Oh, I'm completely wrong. That's going back to 2021. So it's not a new listing, but look at that. It used to be 1 bat. It used to be under a bat, right? 1 bat. And then we scroll across and now it's 3 bat, 2 bat. Keep scrolling across, 28 bats. So this is now this year. This is in April. I first got into this coin, it was around the 45 bats or 52 bats. So it was somewhere, yeah, it came back down. It came back down, as you can see, to 14 bat over here. Started to come back up and I got into it. No, I got into it around about 20 odd bat. And I came out far too soon. So I got into the coin, it suddenly started to shoot up, and I was selling along this move here, thinking it will come back down, and it never did come back down. So that's a risk. I made the profit, I cashed in, I thought I'd get to buy back in, and it never came back down. I think I bought a little bit. I think I'm still holding a little bit at a loss, because now it's 104. So how do I find out if I'm holding any at a loss? I can just go back and I look at we just clicked on the square with the three lines in the top corner, top right. Well, now we've got the history in the top right, which looks like a clock with an arrow. So I'm clicking on that. It shows me my open orders I want to sell. If I click on history, I can see my purchases. And as I scroll down, you see I sold at the peak, it was 196 bat. And you see I was putting in my sale orders. 146 bat, 156, 162, 164, 176, and 196. So all my sell orders came through. Previous to that, you can see I've got lower sell orders, then I've got some buys. All right, and if I go all the way down to the bottom, I should see, oh, I was in at much cheaper prices. Yeah, I was in at around the 20, 30 baht, and then selling, and then buying again, and then selling again, and then buying again. So that's one strategy. Obviously, by selling, you're risking that you miss the top and that it just keeps on going. And then you want to what's called FOMO, which is fear of missing out. You buy back in at a higher price, but now you're buying in at the top and it then might crash. So you got to be aware of these things. I'm simply showing you now how you can learn about these coins, because in all honesty, Bitkub does not give you any information whatsoever. You've got to use, in conjunction with Bitkub, you got to use this. Okay, so I'm going to go back to market and it's showing all the coins here. There we go. So I click on dot, it's number 9. That's on Bitkub. The full name is Polkadot. If I go to info, top of the screen in green, it's price chart. I go to info and it's giving me the information about it. All right, and yeah, go to YouTube, try and learn some more about the coins, and then just try and make a decision that's that you're confident in, instead of just guessing. And it's trial and error, and you learn along the way. And what's to rush? A year is a year's worth of experience. You'll have your highs and lows, your mistakes, and the market doesn't always repeat on itself. So you'll always be making moves that with hindsight you'll realize it was an error. But that's the value of hindsight and the fact that this is a gamble. So I'm going to stop the video there. I'm happy to help and answer any questions. Thank you.